here, which is kind of maybe there's the screen like that. And then that's going to go onto this section here. And what we do is make sure that this right here. So this is a open, and you can turn this whole thing preset. Because that's probably used it before, you know, so it takes. So what we need to show you is just find this pin right there, and you are going to put this in a block, right, like that. And then this will come in for you, which is here. Right, tap on it, perfect. And this is where you can try and mess up. You don't want to push this all the way. You just want to set this piece right here. So you can go so you can reset it. What do you want at the movie theater for food? Because I already ate it.
I'm fine with popcorn. Anything, I mean, not really, but I like popcorn because it makes tea, so
Well, I
maybe.
don't want popcorn, so they
Yeah,
have
what?
combos are. I hate how like the combos they have are only popcorn.
Oh.
They have chicken tenders. I don't like chicken tenders. Popcorn chicken. It's also nugget stuff. nice little flat piece on the bottom. That's why we have to install this second. So we're going to put that in there. And then what holds this in place is this fat pin right here in conjunction with this spring, this screw, and the grip. So the way to do this is we're going to take just the fat pin, we're going to hold the firing selector on fire, drop that in there, okay? And then we're going to take the grip and put our spring, this hole right here. And then comes the hard part. Holding onto the selector, we're going to work this onto the grip. And this grip, again, is going to be very tight in terms of getting on there, so I'm going to use pressure. Alright, and once I got it on there, that far, I can now flip over this side. With the safety. Oops, turn this upside down. There we go. So now what's on this side? I'm going to take this punch, and I'm just going to kind of work this spring.
Can you collapse over here and take a look at this extensive marketplace with thousands upon thousands of listings? Make sure to download what I'm doing right now. I'll see what you get.
So that it goes where that pin is. So the goal is to be very... There we go. We're going to hold the firing selector on fire, drop that in there, okay? And then we're going to take the grip and put our spring in this hole right here. And then comes our holding onto the selector. We're going to work this onto the grip, and this grip is going to be very tight in terms of getting on there, so I'm going to use pressure. Alright, once I got it on there, that far, I can now just work this side. So now what's on this side? There we go. So now what's on this side? I'm going to take this punch. I'm just going to work this spring so that it goes where that pin is. So the goal is to get like that. You're just going to press around until it goes on. And then you can kind of work this the rest of the way on. And you need just a little bit of a gap there, because now what we're going to do is we're going to take our Allen wrench, it's going to go on, and put it onto this screw with that little washer. And you're going to work this to the bottom of the grip. There's a hole that lines, and I just fell off the Allen wrench. There's a hole that lines with the bottom of your lower. You can kind of do a line. You're just going to once you get like a hole, you're just going to take it up. Then you can go in there, push it up. But you'll see as soon as it starts to tighten, that gap will go away, because it's the screws are holding the grip. It's very long string, so it's going to take a second to engage. And it'll start to tighten up at some point, and you feel it start to pull the grip or something here. So it'll tighten. Here goes. The gap is closing. And then use your hand, take it all the way down. Check out both sides. No gap. And then you can check see it's functioning by putting your socket. Okay. And then you can check more, see it's actually functioning. It's unsafe. Can't pull the trigger. It's on fire. Can't pull the trigger. Okay. So put that back on safe. And now we have our options all working. So what we have left is we have the magnetic chair guard here. This is the chair guard I'm not really using. It uses this plunger. So I'm going to figure that out. I'm pretty sure I can. I think I already know how it goes. But that's going to be put here, and then this roll pin is going to be put here in the back to capture that. We can do that now to get the trigger stuff. So I'm going to flip this around. So I think is that this plunger goes on this side where the hole is, and then since there's no hole on this side, we're going to just depress this, pop it in there like so. And then that swings loosely, and then it feels loose. But as soon as I put that roll pin on this side, I think it's going to wobble like that. So I'm going to put a roll pin, and we'll see what happens. Typically, on better trigger guards, you'll have a screw that has a tiny Allen wrench, and you'll just screw it in. And I think that's a better system. So if you have one of those, you're not. It's very easy. You're just going to roll in it and thread in some screws. If you're like me, you've got these roll pins, then I feel sorry for you there. A lot harder to do that. Once you set it, as long as it's aligned, it's easy to just tap it down on it. And it's set, because I can't move it now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our punch for more direct contact. And want it to be as flush as possible. So your fingers are going to go, and you don't want to rub your fingers against a piece of metal sticking out constantly. So once it's in there, if it's not flush enough for your lighting, and this is not currently for me, you need to find a pin that aligns with it a little better. I have to sitting within there instead of putting it on. More flex. See, a gear dog. That's pretty good for me. So, take that out. No, it's not the most secure, but it's not wobble like it was before. So that is pretty good. I'm going to keep that the way it is. But I got very line. Trigger guard is something. We'll just swap out something nicer. Okay, so everything seems to be functioning there. So what we got next? We have these takedown pins. The large takedown pin goes in the front, and the small one goes in the back. And you're going to need these two pins right here for each of those. And they are captured here with strings. So we have these two strings, and they're both pretty small. You can see different sizes. I don't know if they've been different sizes in the past, but let's figure it out. That looks like it could go there. It's a little longer maybe. And then we're going to take one of these pins. We're just going to push it in. This is going to be the first part. So we'll pinch just like that. That's it. Okay, so everything seems to be functioning there. So what we got next? We have these takedown pins. The large takedown pin goes in the front, and the small one goes in the back. And you're going to need these two pins right here for each of those. And they are captured nicer. Okay, so everything seems to be functioning there. So what we got next? We have these takedown pins. The large takedown pin goes in the front, and the small one goes in the back. And you're going to need these two pins right here for each of those. And they are captured here with strings. So we got these two strings, and they're both pretty small. You can see different sizes. I don't remember if they've been different sizes in the past, but let's figure it out. So you aware that is a thing. That looks like it could go there. How's that? Okay, captured it. So it's pushing down with the pin itself until it pushes all the way in, and then it hits that channel, and then you just pop it in. You do it right. There we go. Now I got my first takedown pin on the back. That one's pretty firm, so hopefully they're both like that. The better and tighter the pin is, the more likely you are to have less wobble. Okay. So this pin, so this pin goes here. It goes like so, and it's got the same directional, and it is sorry, the camera. We're going to anyway. Okay. Now that plate is in place because it has its indent. It's full. It is not retained by original. So there's nothing that we have to retain it. That is retained by the option itself. This being retains the string. There's no tool. Now, he retains it using the option itself. For those who press 0.